my mum. I'm a female that likes business, likes talking about business, run a lot of businesses, I'm in a lot of businesses. I get frustrated by how people complicate it. It does not need to be complicated. I don't know why it needs to be complicated. Your mindset has nothing to do with it, in my humble opinion. People see me like I'm Marmite because of how I speak like that. But it's genuinely because I can't stand the bullshit that people put on women. Can't bear it. Business and money and the making of money through business is not a male right. And a lot of my instincts, I think, come just from the background I've had with both parents, sort of not limiting I have no limiting beliefs at all. And I was mentioned to you before, I had two very different parents. One, my father, who you worked hard and you got paid. That was it. No barriers to that. It was you were here, work was there, and the money was at the end of it. That's fine. I could see that very clear. However, he was an Irish man, still is an Irish man, is, who thought that women stayed at home and cooked and baked and raised children. I then had, as I refer to, the very first Spice Girl, because my mum didn't believe in that. She believed that women could do, well, she never said it, that women could do anything. We were as equal to my brother and everybody else. And she always said there's no such word as can't. So you have that on one side, you can do anything. And you have this on this side, if you work, you'll make money. Those are my beliefs. So I'm sandwiched between that. And that's what I've continued to do. Then you're in the business world and everybody's telling, particularly females, that, the reason for your belief is this, the reason for your belief is that, whether it's money mindset or there's a thing coming around like people talking about trauma and stuff like that they've had, past. I kind of, for me, it's leave it there, move forward, it's gone, it's done. I know it's easier said than done, but that shouldn't define you, what's back there. You should keep going forward. What anyone else thinks, do I care what anyone else thinks? No, never have done, don't care, I'm not interested. So I'm saying to people, business is easy, making money is simple, stop complicating it and stop paying other people to rectify your problems, because they're not there. Everybody has those stories. I refer to them as the Simon Cowell thing, from X Factor. Why does me giving you a sad story or I'm singing for my grandma? I mean, shoot me now. You should be singing for yourself. If you're good at what you're doing, you shouldn't be doing it. I get this stuff here. I get it. I'm a female, I've got kids, got, parents, the whole thing. I get that, but it's not business. So you leave that there and let's do the business. This bit will sort itself out, or you create a business that gives you the freedom to sort this out. So my boys are the two proudest things. They get to choose what they want to do with no inhibitions. My youngest wanted a yellow Lamborghini when he was 6, and I'm like, yeah, babe, go for it. You have to work for it, but if that's on your vision board, which everybody likes to hear, go and do that. Starting a 6-figure business straight out of university could be another one from a business side of things. The hardest thing I've ever done, closing a business when it was 150k in debt, and that was on me. But it was the pride thing, because you go in it to succeed, and I'm sure if you were to speak to other business people that have gone bankrupt or whatever, it's just a pride thing. I think it's the pride thing that spurs you on, that you think, well, I'm going to do that and I'm going to pay them back, even though they don't need to pay them back in that respect, but you do. And if you're driven by that, I kind of think you'll always succeed, because you're just hungry to do the right thing. I'm not a shrinking violet, I don't sit in the corner. That's just not me. So most people, or some people, I'm not going to say most people, but some people make a wrong assumption about me because of the way I hold myself or present myself in a room. But then what I hear indirectly from other people is, I've heard people say things like, oh, she's lovely, isn't she? In that way was, I've surprised them. It's taken me 10 years to hear, to go, no. Because back then I was apologetic. I was apologetic about my energy around business. because it's seen as a masculine thing, and it's seen as she's hard, she doesn't care about the past stuff if you've got past stuff. I've probably said something like, oh, I'm not a girly girl, I'm not for everybody, I know I'm like Marmite, you know, and done all those self-deprecating things. I'm seeing more and more females apologising for it, and I'm like, no, own it, be successful, and then do something amazing with it. I think I'm stepping further into the owning that as I've got older, and that's an age thing. And just actually being true to me. Like when you see some 80-year-old women who say whatever they think because they just don't care, I'm owning that.